launched another large-scale drone and missile attack on Ukraine overnight, killing at least 6 people. US President Donald Trump has confirmed that his planned meeting with Russian President Vladimir Putin in Budapest in Hungary is now on hold.
The crown jewels stolen in a dramatic heist at the Louvre, the world's most visited museum, were worth 88 million euros, according to a Paris prosecutor.
Russia has launched another large-scale drone and missile attack on Ukraine overnight. The country's President Volodymyr Zelensky said the attack killed at least 6 people. According to the Ukrainian leader, Moscow primarily targeted Ukraine's energy infrastructure. The attack also struck residential buildings and sparked several fires. 2 people were killed in the Dnipro district in the capital Kyiv, and 10 people were rescued after drone debris hit a residential building and sparked a fire. In the wider Kyiv region, 3 other people were killed, including 2 children, after a strike hit a private home. The large-scale overnight aerial attack also targeted other cities in Ukraine, including Zaporizhia and the port city of Izmail in the southern Odessa region. Ukraine's energy minister said the attack on Ukraine's energy infrastructure was still underway early Wednesday, the latest in Russia's effort to cripple the country's energy system before winter. A day prior to the attack, US President Donald Trump announced he would delay his meeting with Russian counterpart Vladimir Putin. Trump said he did not want it to be a, quote, waste of time, as Russia's Foreign Secretary Sergei Lavrov made it clear Moscow is opposed to an immediate ceasefire. In response, Zelensky once again reminded his allies that Russia can only be pressured through sanctions and long-range strike capabilities. US President Donald Trump has now confirmed that his planned meeting with Russian President Vladimir Putin in Budapest in Hungary is now on hold.
I don't want to have a wasted meeting. I don't want to have a waste of time, so I'll see what happens. But we did all of these great deals, great peace deals. They're all peace deals. They're agreements, solid agreements, every one of them. But this one, and I said, go to the line of battle, the battlefield lines, and you pull back and you go home, and everybody takes some time off, because you got 2 countries that are killing each other. You got 2 countries that are losing 5,000 to 7,000 soldiers a week.
Trump said nothing definitive has yet been decided and promised a decision would be made within 2 days on whether or not he would meet with Putin. The U.S. leader has also not yet decided on whether the U.S. would provide long-range Tomahawk missiles to Ukraine, a move Ukrainian President Volodymyr Zelensky has long been pushing for.
A fire broke out at the MOL oil refinery around 10 p.m. on Monday evening. Early investigations revealed that it started in the distillation plant, the first stage of the oil refining process. The refinery's senior management say probes have also ruled out foul play and external impacts as potential causes.
Nem volt robbanás, mi nem észleltünk robbanást. Amivel összekeverhették, ilyenkor vészesetben fáklyára engedjük a keletkező gázokat, és ennek van egy erős hanghatása, tehát, de nem volt robbanás.
Nearly 100 firefighters worked overnight to extinguish the flames. Emergency response officials also stressed that they had not detected any harmful gases in the air.
Maga a riasztással egy időleg 2 katasztrófai mobil labor is a helyszínre lett riasztva. A mobil labornak az volt a feladata, hogy nem csak Szászhalombattán, hanem a környező településeken folyamatosan méréseket végzett. Pontosan azért, hogy megállapítsák, hogy a levegőben egészségre ártalmas, veszélyes anyag került-e vagy sem.
MOL said at a press conference that the intact parts of the refinery are gradually being restarted. They also noted that the 2 other distillation plants are safely operational. Officials also added that a thorough investigation can begin 24 hours after the fire is completely put out.
A Paris prosecutor estimates that the crown jewels stolen in a dramatic weekend Louvre heist were worth 88 million euros, and the monetary estimate doesn't include their historical value to France. Prosecutor Laura Bicau, whose office is leading the investigation, said on Tuesday that about 100 investigators are now involved in the police hunt for the suspects and gems after Sunday's theft. Meanwhile, as questions continue to be asked over security, the French culture minister says the Louvre's security systems did not fail during the jewel heist.
Non, ils n'ont pas été défaillants. C'est une réalité. Les dispositifs de sécurité du musée du Louvre ont fonctionné. Et comme vous le savez, mais je vais vous répondre après, il y a des questions. Et comme vous le savez, j'ai diligenté une enquête administrative qui fera en toute transparence le détail des événements survenus dimanche dernier.
Sunday's theft from the world's most visited museum has shocked France, with some officials describing it as a blow for the country. According to local officials, 8 objects were taken in the heist, which lasted 8 minutes in total, including less than 4 minutes inside the Louvre.
It's a first in the history of the European Union, a former head of state behind bars. Nicolas Sarkozy, president of France from 2007 to 2012, entered the La Santé prison right behind me in Paris this Tuesday morning. The 70-year-old is serving a 5-year sentence for criminal conspiracy for the Libyan financing of his 2007 presidential campaign. Sarkozy has appealed the verdict, as has the prosecutor's office. This morning, his sons called for a show of support near his family home in Paris, and hundreds of people gathered in support of the former president.
C'est des habitudes qui doivent changer, c'est très bien, mais ça ne mérite absolument pas la prison pour Sarkozy. C'est quelque chose d'absolument totalement aberrant.
Je ressens beaucoup de tristesse pour celui qui a été notre guide pendant 5 ans, qui a été président de notre pays, qui a mené l'État, la France, de la tristesse et des interrogations par rapport à cette condamnation qui semble quand même assez sévère.
J'ai honte pour la France, j'ai honte pour un président qui a tellement fait, qui est sincère, qui a lutté pendant la crise des subprimes, qui a fait vraiment, puis même, je veux dire, c'est pas normal de le mettre en prison, c'est complètement absurde, ça sert à rien, absolument à rien, à part à humilier la France.
J'ai un peu honte, j'avoue, j'ai un peu honte vis-à-vis du monde entier. On en vient comme des pays sous-développés presque. Enfin bon, je trouve ça terrible, quoi.
Once Sarkozy is officially registered as an inmate, his lawyers will immediately request his release pending appeal. The courts will have up to 2 months to decide, though a ruling could come much earlier. Sofia Katsankova reporting from Paris for Euronews.
If a driver gets their driving license revoked in one EU country, it's automatically invalidated in all 26 others. This is one of the new measures approved on Tuesday by the European Parliament. It intends to stop reckless drivers from continuing to drive after having committed major traffic offences, such as excessive speeding and driving under the influence. Lawmakers also approved a new form of permits in digital driver's licenses. It's poised to become the main form of documentation in the bloc and will be accessible via smartphones. 17-year-olds will also be able to get behind the wheel, as the bloc approved plans to allow them to obtain provisional licenses, so long as they are accompanied by an experienced driver until they turn 18. The new rules, confirmed on the EU level, are expected to come into force within 3 years, pending approval at the national level. They aim to enhance road safety as the EU looks to inch closer to its goal of halving road deaths by 2030.
A court in Slovakia has sentenced the man who shot and injured Prime Minister Robert Fico to 21 years in prison on terrorism charges. The verdict was delivered on Tuesday by one of Slovakia's specialized criminal courts. The 72-year-old would-be assassin targeted the populist Slovak leader in May last year as he was departing a government meeting. The meeting had been held in Handlova, around 140 kilometers north of the capital Bratislava. Fico was shot in the abdomen and rushed to hospital to undergo an emergency operation, which was successful. The attacker, who refused to testify during the trial, previously said he targeted the Slovak premier because he disagreed with his policies and pro-Russian stance. He noted that he did not intend to kill Fico and was only aiming to injure him, adding that he was relieved to hear of his survival.
A cable that snapped on the Lisbon funicular, causing a crash that killed some 16 people last month, was not certified for use in public transport, an official investigation has found. According to a report released on Monday by Portugal's Accident Investigation Office, the cable had accumulated maintenance issues and did not meet specifications set by CARIS, the municipal transport operator. The report called for all Lisbon cable cars to be kept out of service for urgent modifications. The disaster, described as one of the biggest human tragedies in the country's history, unfolded after the iconic Gloria funicular came off the rails and hurtled into a building, killing 16 people and leaving 21 others injured.